Come along with me as I prepare to find all of my newly cocooned Automeris Frankae caterpillars. If you have seen my previous video, you know that these guys sting, and nitrile gloves are my first choice for protection, just in case I come into contact with some unexpected shed skins, unlikely but not worth the risk. Okay, let's go. So in here, I have a number of caterpillars that disappeared about a week ago. So by now they should be finished making their cocoons and safe to move. Automeris species like to make their cocoons in leaf litter, like you see here, but I do have some that decided to cocoon right on the plant that I will show you in a bit. Meanwhile, I have to carefully sift through all of the loose debris to find them. They typically wander all over for a day, sometimes two, before finding a spot they are content with. When the last one has disappeared, I begin my 1-week countdown to locate them all. And here is one. You can see the cocoon between the leaves, although it is quite well hidden. The cocoons are small and stiff, but not as solid as some other species' cocoons. So you have to be a bit careful handling them so as not to squeeze too much. These caterpillars use proteins in their saliva that act like glue to wrap the leaves around their cocoons, and it is amazingly strong. The leaves cannot be easily removed until the leaf itself dries out and becomes more fragile. Here we have another one. This one is a bit easier to see. The cocoon is a bit pliable and could easily be damaged or eaten on the forest floor, but somehow enough always make it to keep this species going. I can actually feel the pupa inside shifting about. It feels similar to the movement of a small nut inside of the shell. Okay, so now let's fast forward through the rest of the debris here because I am finding nothing more. But I have finally reached this egg carton and I can feel someone is glued back here, so let me get him out. Supposedly, they like to cocoon in nooks and crannies, hence the egg carton, but I am finding it a bit difficult to extract them here, and I probably wouldn't use this again. I literally cannot get to them without doing some serious scissor work. So finally, I have this one free, and you can see how well he is glued to the paper towel and the egg carton, which is fine. He can stay like this and emerge just fine next summer. So here I will show you one that did cocoon on the plant, if you want to call it that. He just made himself a cup and decided that was good enough without an actual cocoon. Why he did this, I have no idea, but he had no problem becoming a pupa. A few days later, when I went to check on him, this is what I found. He had transitioned perfectly even without the cocoon, although in the wild this would leave him much more vulnerable to the weather, so thankfully he will not be a problem where I am keeping him. And here are a few more that cocooned normally on the plants coming up. You can still see the yellowish color of the caterpillar inside this one, as it is not quite a pupa yet. And its neighbor is pretty well protected between the branches like this. So now these pupae will spend the winter in diapause or suspended animation until spring or early summer before we get to see the beautiful adult moth emerge. If you would like to see the adult, please consider subscribing so you won't miss these rather spectacular looking moths when they finally arrive. And as always, thanks for watching with me.